Good morning and welcome to another Tuesday tag. I was tagged by the girl herself, Miss Tracey over at Trials of Long Hair Girl. She's the one that does these for us. I will put her link in the box below. You be sure and go check her out and check out her tag video. This one is random travel questions. So I have Sebastian in the other room in case you hear some little he's watching his shows. He calls them his shows. And I said, please stay over there and let me talk to some people. So, anyway, first question. I have my Kindle on the table. Since we're not on the porch, I can actually just set my Kindle on the table and I have to print it out. So, plane or boat? There ain't gonna be no plane. No. Do you see wings on my back? No, not meant to be in the sky. I don't do planes. I've never been on one, and I'm terrified to even step foot on one. I think if I went up to the plane, I would pass out before my foot could even hit that first rung. I couldn't do it. It's a control thing. I'll just be honest with you. It's a control issue. I'm up there, out in the middle of the sky, cannot control anything around me. Terrifies me. Okay, a boat? Not getting on a boat. Let me preface that by saying I would go on the lake on a boat all day long. Growed up on the river. Growed up. And my first marriage also lived in a boat on the lake. We went deep sea fishing one time. I didn't want to go, but I did. I sucked it up and I went. And I'm going to tell you what, never do it again. We caught fish, but standing there on the side of that boat, over that rail, and you see no land anywhere around you is another helpless feeling. I just felt like I was going to fall in that water. I was going to sink to the bottom and never come up for air again. So while I enjoyed catching the fish, because I do like to fish, I don't like to be out of control. That's why you'll never catch me on a cruise. Poor David, I think he would like to go on a cruise, but he knows if we have to get somewhere by plane or on a cruise, unless he goes by himself, it ain't happening. Maybe that makes me a bad wife, but 2, train or bus? Okay, now I was on a bus only one time that I remember, on a big Greyhound, and that was in our junior year of high school for our Washington, D.C. trip. That was the junior trip every year for, I don't know. I don't know if they probably stopped it at some point down the road. Bus is not, I get car sick. And so bus with the fumes and all the people and the bathroom, don't like the bus. The train, I have never been on like a passenger train, but I have been to Tweetsy many, many times. And if you know Tweetsy is a train. So I have been on Tweetsy train going through the mountain. And I'm going to tell you what, oh my gosh, beautiful. If you ever if you are close to Tweetsy, you don't have to go ride the rides. You do need to, now this was when Fred Kirby was alive. So I got to meet Fred Kirby because, you know, he went up to Tweetsy. You Google who Fred Kirby is. He was right down here. Famous men. Papa, every Sunday, we could not wait for the Fred Kirby to come on. Anyway, there was one time I was on that train. I don't even know how old I was. Not very old, but old enough to know what I was doing. And even if you know what's coming, it scares you every time. So Tweetsy is about cowboys and Indians. That's its premise. That's the theme park it is. When you're going through the mountain, and I mean you're through the mountain, you're not like looking at a mountain, you're in the mountain. All of a sudden, and let me say, they have like stops, and they have plays little scenes. And then you go a little bit more, and then on this side, there's a little scene, and they do a little acting out. Well, this one time, we were going through, and we just kind of slowed down. These Indians jumped up on that train, doing their screaming to the top of their lungs, and I'm going to tell you what, I got so scared, I hit the floor and crawled up under that train seat. I was traumatized. So anyway, never been on a fast train. Don't know if I could handle the fast train, but I do like a train called Tweetsy. You're probably getting more than you wanted to know. Number 3, amusement park or historical sites. Used to be amusement parks. I'm going to answer this as if I were in good health. I hate always answering everything in the health I am today because the body ain't this. Amusement parks. I'm not big on it's terrible, but I'm not big on history. There are things we have visited that, have been interesting and I've enjoyed, but I would rather go to an amusement park, smell the smells, ride the rides, see the little plays, buy the expensive little souvenirs, the whole nine. One of my favorite ones was Carowinds. Tropical or Arctic? Arctic! I ain't no hot weather. I ain't no hot weather girl. Hold on. Y'all know I'm in front of my favorite part of the house. I like cold weather. Now, if I'm in the Arctic, I'll probably freeze my patootie off, but I would rather be cold than hot any day of the week. Hot tub or hot springs? Well, hot tub, I guess it's the same thing as the whirlpool or jacuzzi, whatever it is up at the Y. And I really enjoy that. The jets, on your muscles. It feels really good. But I would love to be out in nature in the hot springs. So I'm going to pick the hot springs. Grand Canyon or Jellystone? Well, it ain't going to be Grand Canyon because there again, and there's a theme that I'm kind of coming across here. I feel like I would have no control looking down into that. The heights, I don't like heights. I feel like my stomach comes up into my throat. If I were to stand there and look down in that big cavern, I don't think I could breathe. I don't think I could. I think I would lose. Okay, I think I heard David come in, so you're going to hear a whooshy whoosh door again. And Jellystone, I literally had to Google what was Jellystone. Now, I know Jellystone. I know Yogi Bear. Hey, boo-boo. Smarter than the average bear. I know him, right? But I didn't know there was an actual Jellystone park that you could visit. They're all over the country. We have 2 right here in North Carolina, maybe 3. There's a campground. There's all kind of stuff to do. It's Yogi Bear's Jellystone. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I go to Jellystone in a minute. We used to camp. Me and my first husband. Let me tell you this before he comes in. The first year we went camping, we slept in the back of the pickup on a mattress. Not even a mattress, blankies like a pallet. And because we didn't have anything to do, no tents, no shelter, just whatever was at the park, the overhead shelter and the picnic table. We took a car battery and he hot wired a little old black and white TV to that car battery. Let me tell you, every single year, without fail, we added more to our camping gear. We had a setup beyond setups. The last year we camped, and we camped every single summer. That was our vacation. The year that we got it all, I had everything rigged up. We had nice tent for like the household tent, kitchen and all that. The screen tent, and we had the tent for sleeping. We had the shack. We had the whole 9. We separated. Ain't been camping a day since. Okay, this one's easy. Ghost tour or historical tour. There ain't gonna be no ghost tour. Ain't gonna be no ghost tour. Who's afraid of the ghost? I'm afraid of the ghost. Historical tour. We'll do that. No ghost. Did I mention? I won't even watch the ghost things on TV. I don't care how fake it is. If they got them little things that go around and they say, "Oh, there's a cold spot right here." They say when you feel a cold spot in your house, that was a spirit coming by. Oh, when I get a cold and a chill, I'm just like, Lord, don't you show me no ghost. Yes, I do. Zoo or aquarium? I like them both. We got a couple good zoos here. We got like a big walk-ins, like all the animals in, their places where you walk through and maybe behind glass and stuff like that. But then we have another one that you drive through. Coolest zoo ever. And it is just a half hour down the road. They have a big old, like what you would go on, a big old hay truck or whatever. You can pay to get on that, or you can drive your car through. And they've got all the exotic animals. Giraffes. I mean, you name it, they've got it. Hold on. I'm getting excited talking about it. Let me let me warn you now that you can buy buckets of food, okay? Let me warn you. The last time we went, I had my little escort. You know how small escorts are. Well, as you're driving through, and it's just old dirt road and the woods, the whole, nature all around you, the animals are crawling. They're running everywhere. The emus are savage. The llamas are savage. You keep your window down so you can feed them. They put their head as far in your glass as you can get. Mud on them. I had dried up mud on the inside of my door forever before I ever got it washed off. So this one big thing, it wasn't no llama. It was some other kind of, I don't know. And David, he don't do the animals. He just don't. He wasn't raised up in an animal loving house. I think they had a cat and that was it. Well, we were going through and he was driving. And I'm going to tell you what. Animals, when you're just looking at one out in the pasture, it just looks like, fairly decent sized animal. When he puts his head in your window, it's this big. We were going and we're feeding them. The emus, they'll eat out of house and home. So this, whatever it was, this white animal, David's driving and I'm passenger. He comes through my window, all the way across me, over the little console, in David's face, with his big gums showing it. He was living with a big old tongue licking at him. I'm telling you, David's just like, no. He couldn't take it. I was dying laughing, trying to push that thing back out the window. So he had his window rolled up. He wasn't having them critters coming in on him. I had mine down, and I had all the animals. Okay, so we get around. We see all the exotic animals, right? Regular animals, whatever. So we get around and we just bypass the giraffes and we're coming around to the buffalo. Yes, sir. Buffalo. Out where the buffalo roam. They roam right up the street from me. I had my window down still. Here comes this buffalo, all but not charging to like mow us over, but I guess he's thinking there's food in there. Okay, you want to talk about something big? You sit in this little old Escort, which is about the size of a Fred Flintstone car, and this buffalo, he come right in my window. His tongue, I swear, must have been that big. He come up, started licking. I guess he thought I had some food. And I had manual windows, and I was cranking that sucker up. I told him, I said, you hit that gas. We took off down that dirt road fast as we could take off. That thing, that one did scare me. So, now I love an aquarium too. We go to the aquarium down at the beach where you walk in, and it's all in glass, and you walk into the town. So, and there's beautiful creatures in the ocean too. So, I like them both. Let's just say I like them both. State parks or off the beaten path? Ooh, I like off the beaten path. My whole life is off the beaten path, so now I've been to state parks, but I like just, whatever. Finally, beach or mountain climbing? Well, done both. I like to climb a mountain. I climbed the mountains when I was a little girl. I told y'all the stories before. At Mama and Papa's house in Mountain City, Tennessee. It was right on the ledge. Hold on a minute, honey. And it went straight down to the stream. And you had to skip the stream and I'm talking straight back up to the side. It was almost impossible to get up to the mountains. And then there was a trail cut around the mountain, and it went on up. Used to love to play in the mountains. Now, as far as mountain climbing like Mount Everest, no, we're not doing that. But then the beach, love the beach too. Grew up on the beach. That is where that's where I had my first drink of alcohol, was on the beach when I was 13 years old. Some of the people we had went with, another family, they had an older teenager, and she decided she was going to take me and my younger stepsister out on the beach and give us some Boone's Farm Tickle Me Pink. This is what I did. I kid you not. She gave it to us in a little like paper cup, and she was on it. Then we were walking, and I took like a sip, and I didn't like it. Then I didn't like it. I ain't gonna say what happened later. She wasn't looking. I say, right in the sand. So I was like, nope. So anyway, this was a fun tag, Tracy. I know I had plenty more memories, but those are the ones that just popped into my head this morning. So I really enjoyed that. Okay, now let me tag two people. I'm going to tag Anna, Anna's Journey to a Healthier Life. Anna, I'd like to see you do it. And then Miss Bobby Sue over at Mother One. I know she's busy homeschooling Lena, so I don't know how much YouTube she's getting around to, but maybe she'll see this and she'll do the tag too. So, okay, I enjoyed it. Thanks again, Tracy. This one really was fun. So, catch you on the next video.